What is up, Disc Golf fans, and welcome back to the 2023 Disc Golf Pro Tour Championship semifinals. This is the final 9 of this 2-round semifinal portion of this championships. Basically, we are looking for the top 12 players here to give us our finals. This event is presented by Barbasol. Filling in for Nathan Queen and Andrew Fish, my name is Chris German, and we have Nick Hanson. What did you think about that front 9, man? A lot of bogeys, a lot of birdies.
Yeah, a lot of action here, and you know that's what they're really striving to do here at Devon Park. Is we don't just want to see birdies on the scorecard. They want to see some good. They want to see some bad, and it's really evening out where we're getting those 2 to 5 down rounds that are the impressive rounds, which is awesome.
As we take a look at the scoreboard through 9, shows only the top 10 we are looking at. For the top 12, most of our players are in the mix or above on the good side of the bubble.
Yeah, as we see hole 10 here, 333 feet straight uphill, a little bit of left to right, not much. A dead straight shot will get you inside the circle. And this one looks great from Cole.
Yeah, Cole has been throwing the disc well so far this round, and that's going to put him to 4 under for the round. This looks good from Anthony as well.
Yeah, Barela using all of that fairway, swooping it all the way from right back to left.
Eagles a little farther right, but wow, it was a little long.
He's got that power that just keeps on pushing, even late into the flight.
Alden getting sneaky around that tree. I think he must have kicked off the one right behind it, and that pushed him just about edge of circle, maybe 40 feet or so. Weak side miss there for Alden.
Oh, what?
No. Dang.
Wow. Those spit outs hurt.
Yeah, a lot of force behind that. And that was a good angle to see it just spit out for him. As this came in as the easiest hole on the course, and we're going to see 2 pars from our card. 0.58 under par. Small field, but still, this is a must get for the field. You are losing strokes if not.
Yeah, with the hole only producing 1 bogey, actually. So we move into hole 11. 375 feet. Mando on that left side there. This is one that you really need speed control coming into the last quarter of the flight, as if you're hitting by the basket or you're flying past the basket, you're going to be looking at a 40 or so foot comebacker.
Yeah, if you end up a little short, you kind of get into this weird territory of whether you should run it or lay up.
Cole with what I would say is the typical miss you see, people turning the disc too far to the right with that backhand.
This looks good from Anthony. If it just misses that tree, and it does, that's going to hook up nice. Oh, no.
Oh, and that looked like about the perfect speed control, but catching the base of the basket, it looked like. Caught an edge and rolled to about circle.
This needs a turn for eagle. And filter's pretty good there, but he's in that weird distance where that's basically layup territory. We'll see, due to the nature of the tournament, if he does get aggressive there.
Alden hitting about the same spot with a little more speed. You see him kicking to the right side of that fairway. Also likely in that layup range you were talking about.
That was kind of a misplay from Cole. I think he wanted a little bit more Anheuser on that, as that might be a little bit of a tester. Probably circles edge for the par save.
Alden executing a difficult layup, about as perfect as you can.
And Eagle's going to lay up.
Cole's going for this par putt here, no surprise. And sticking it from about 40 feet with complete death behind.
Wow, and that was one chain.
Oof. Yeah, one change from it falling out of that basket and probably rolling down here to where Barela is, if not further.
Yeah, that's tough for Barela. I thought he threw a perfect shot, and it was just unlucky that it kind of kicked up on its side from hitting the base. Par, not the worst, though. This hole did produce about 61% par, so.
All right, moving into hole 12. Par 4, 622 feet. Moving slightly left to right, and then straightening out at the very end.
Yeah, after a couple short par threes, we go back to a par 4.
And another good two-shot par 4, in my opinion, is you can throw a good mid-range, throw it 3 to 350 feet off the tee pad and leave yourself about the same distance in. Not really having to bite off too much.
Yeah, pretty textbook from Cole there, putting it right in the center fairway. Barela looking to match. This looks good as well. If it just misses that last tree. Looks like a little bit of a faster disc in Eagle's hand. Wants to get really far right, and it looks like he catches a tree and it pushes him left on the fairway.
Yeah, if throwing that faster disc, you run into that left side that once it starts to turn, and Alden catching very early and kicking right.
And scramble territory for Alden. He does get out of the woods, but he still has a lot of work.
Pretty decent shot from Barela. Turning just a little bit too much. He's going to find himself inside circle 2. Cole going with what looks like to be the same disc as he threw off the tee.
You can see that tree kind of came into his swing a little bit, or at least changed how he would typically throw the disc, and I think he overcompensated, threw it a little hard.
What a creative shot there by Alden. Getting a roller down and getting to about circle's edge there.
Yeah, that tree at the end probably helped him out, though. Stopped him up to be able to give him a putt. This Eagle fading out a little early.
Should be No pressure par putt for him. Just like on that front nine, these greens are very tricky with their scattered trees throughout. Look at that putt from Alden.
Another rewind from Alden. He had that awesome one on hole 7. Great par save. And it's holes like this that you scramble, you claw, it's gritty. And again, pars are good. If you're able to save your pars, you're going to be competing for this top 12 spot.
And Cole getting back on that birdie train. He's had quite a few good putts in a row now. Let's see if we can keep it going here on this back nine.
Couple par cleanups as Cole taking another stroke on the card and really kind of separating himself from everyone else as they're all hovering around that bubble spot.
My favorite flavor of Double G Craft Jerky, easy choice, the teriyaki. I love my sweet and I love my salty food. It's a great combination of both.
Got to go for the hot boom sauce to give you that extra kick.
Probably going to surprise a lot of you guys. My favorite flavor is actually the Sexy Sweet and Spicy. I find it to be one of the best jerkies I've ever had.
All right, as we move into hole 13, 630-foot par 4, moving left to right the entire way. It's going to go slightly uphill, and then at the very end, it'll travel back downhill slightly. Another good shot, good two-shot par 4 here at Nevin Park.
Yeah, I really like this one. Nice and tight. What you would expect in Carolina golf.
Oh, and Cole putting what looked like about a perfect shot on. Just catching a little late and kicking left into the rough.
Barela using that entire fairway. Hopefully those little trees in front of him do not pose an issue on his second shot. That was interesting. Did that hit a tree? And
I think, yeah, that or maybe like that stump. I'm not sure, but it feel like it got a little bit of a redirect.
that was that disc was flying interesting. That was weird. Alden just a little too flippy, turns it over.
Yeah, he's kind of struggled here in these last few holes getting off the tee. He's going to need to right that ship to make it into these finals.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost inevitable that you're going to at least hit one or two early trees out here at Nevin, but when they start adding up and you find yourself not being successful off the tee and scrambling every hole, I mean, that really is a recipe for disaster. So far, he's been able to save a lot of those pars, but
Oh, and just like they said, that is filthy. What a line from AB there. He's going to be looking at a drop-in birdie.
yeah, tail of 2 9s for Barela in the beginning after taking that double. He's been able to string together some birdies, get himself under par.
Eagle carving up a sidearm there. Going to find himself inside the circle for birdie.
Alden needing another textbook shot and probably leaves it a little shorter than he'd like. Great layup there from Cole.
Yeah, when you can make your par putts that easy, it definitely helps you on this course. And Eagle's going to get a birdie here on this back nine. First one after spitting out on hole 9. Or sorry, hole 10.
Another par save for Alden. Good work by him. Keeping himself alive, as you can see, sitting in 11th right now relative to the field.
All right, here we are, hole 14. Dead straight, OB just behind, 406 feet, slightly uphill. Kind of a gauntlet here to get through. Really
Yeah,
can't have it turn or fade.
Yeah, I love this hole. Anytime coming here and stepping up to this hole, it feels great. You just have to throw a straight shot. It's as simple as that. AB misses his line right. That's a tough thing. You get one of these distance drivers and can lead to some really bad kicks. This looks incredible from Eagle. Wow.
Oh, wow, it's right. Pushing deep outside the circle.
Start flirting with that OB with a shot like that.
Just the perfect flip-up hyzer to watch down a tunnel like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
10 out of 10. I don't even care if he's 40 long. Cole looking to replicate. This looks like it flips up too much, a little too much drift, but progresses down most of the fairway.
This can just keep flipping. Not enough power to get it over flat and get it drifting a little right, just a little.
All right. Center fairway for Barela. Able to progress down the fairway, at least give himself a long bid for the par.
Yeah, unfortunately, from where he started here, he was really looking at bogey at best. He would have needed a miracle second shot to get inside circle 2. Alden finding his way inside the circle for a par putt.
Good look from Cole. As we now get to Eagle. About a 450-foot straight shot. Cannot get it. It's actually putting again.
Able to clean up par, but I know that's not what he wanted on that one. They're piping that drive. Got to be knocking down those circle 2 putts here at Devon Park.
Alden able to save his par. Same with Cole and Barela losing a stroke to the card.
Hole 15, 346 feet, par 3. There are 2 lines available here. You have a straight shot to the basket, and then you have the line that the drone is flying, which is going to be more of a forehand route.
I like the idea, just unfortunately catching that tree. I feel like that tree on the right makes the righty forehand a really tough shot. Or in the middle, I should say, but the right of that left gap.
Yeah, it's almost like it entices you to throw the forehand, but it's not really a good forehand shape at about 3/4 of the flight of the disc.
Alden taking left side, but backhand, looking for the flip, and does not get it. Another unsuccessful tee shot for Alden is, like you mentioned, just not able to find him off the tee.
Yeah, actually catching the same exact tree that Eagle hit on that left side of that left gap.
So 2 for 2 with the card, picking a side. And AB,
Barela getting maybe a little sneaky, but and the circle's good.
yeah, I was expecting to see the disc kick back into the fairway at some point, and it literally misses that one tree by probably an inch.
Gotta have some good luck, good breaks here to really put together a good round.
And that's going to be another bounce back for AB, barring anything crazy happening. And that's going to be his third one of the round. He is really putting together a good showing in terms of adversity and grit here.
Oof. Cole having to work around that one tree in his way. Here's Eagle's par putt now.
Good putt from Eagle.
Connects.
Barela with a chance to get back with Eagle now, 8 under. Sitting tied for 6, so getting pretty comfortable at this point, knowing that the card in the bubble is getting farther and farther away. As Alden is now basically every shot counts at this point with only a couple holes left, sitting right at the bubble.
And a couple difficult holes left at that with the OB.
Maybe I need to save one for the next drive.
Time delay, dude. That's a courtesy violation.
That's a stroke. You're down by 3 now, Potty Mac.
All right, hole 16, 410 feet. Moving slightly right to left the entire flight. As it gets up here to the top, it is sitting on flat ground, but about 15 or 20 feet above the tee pad it sits.
Yeah, this one probably playing closer to maybe 440.
Barela catching a little early, probably making it about 60% of the way down the fairway.
All right. What the?
All right.
Eagle with a pure hyzer flip to the basket, it looked like.
Yeah, it looks like our cameramen were struggling with that one. That one was tough to follow. Cole hitting early, falling to a very tough spot. That is going to be a very tricky par save.
Alden taking his time here on the tee pad as, like you were saying, every stroke matters down the stretch here.
And that's not going to be it.
His swing almost looks a little quick to me, I would say, compared to normal. He's maybe just kind of rushing it a little bit. But a pretty good sidearm there to give him a chance to get up and down for par.
Cole looking for a lane to get him all the way down there. And he'll give himself a chance for par. It's like you said, Barela making it a little more than halfway down. Not a lot you can do there except just lay up.
Alden for par.
Good angle, good line. Gave it an honest run. But that right there is going to put him in a tough spot.
Yeah, I was going to say exactly that. He's going to be in jeopardy of making this final cut as Eagle secures another birdie.
Yeah, with that, Eagle should secure his spot into the final, sitting at 6th place. More than 3-stroke lead going into the final 2 holes on the cut. Cole has nothing to worry about at this point, unless a meltdown were to happen. And Alden, with that bogey, losing the stroke, that drops him. He does not control his own destiny now, sitting in 13th.
On to hole 17, a new addition to this year. Playing out of this gap, player's going to be throwing a good controlled driver shot, landing somewhere in here. They then need to cross OB into this island green. Tough shots, very doable for the birdie, but do have that OB to contend with.
Yeah, with the basket only being maybe 15 feet from that OB line, depending on where you are on that second, or on after your first shot, that second shot, that OB can come up on you pretty quick. So I think this is a great shot. You kind of want to get a little more left, I think, personally. I think it opens up the fairway a little easier.
Yeah, I would agree with that, especially if you're trying to go in with the backhand. Barela getting a little sneaky. Can he stay in bounds now? And he does.
Yeah, that fairway looks wider than you think. It seems like there's a little more room over to the left, because that was a pretty big miss to the left, and still has room over there. Cole's going to end up somewhere around with Eagle. Wow.
Wow, he's
That's
way up there.
Farther. Wow, that was great ground action.
I do like the change of pace with this hole, however, as we move into the open, but their players are still required to hit a gap off the tee pad.
Another first available for Alden.
Yeah, and like we've said, it just really struggling off the tee. Once he's off the tee, he's been fine for most of the round with upshots and putts, but really it's just getting in trouble off the tee continuously.
He's not out of it yet. He can save par. But at this point, you need to be looking for the birdies. Barela, if he can stick this green here, that will assure he is making it to the finals.
That he does. Looking like
I think he could breathe a sigh of relief there after the round he had.
Eagle going with a similar route, just higher. Landing in a similar position. This will be Alden's third shot here.
Puts it in the circle.
Yep, giving him a chance to get up and down for par.
We're just getting the Cole now.
Yeah. What a smash. Probably
I
only
underestimated how far that shot really was.
Yeah, only 325, maybe 350 to the basket was all it seemed. However, leaving himself the furthest away.
Doesn't matter. That's a birdie putt.
Great bounce back for him after the bogey on 16.
Alden for another par. I believe that's all pars other than 16 on this back nine.
Yeah, he's truly been scrambling at a high level.
Eagle securing his spot into these finals. Unless a massive meltdown were to happen for him as well. But again, a lot of strokes between him and the players on the bubble.
So moving to hole 18. We have this tunnel to execute off the tee. Players needing to land out in the open somewhere. You have Obi on the right side here. We're also going to have a Mando right along that pole. Playing into this OB surrounded green. A couple difficult shots here to end this event.
Yeah, I mean, in previous years, or just even on the Elite Series, I mean, you see an 830-foot par 4 out in the open. It's like, all right, that seems like a typical Pro Tour hole, but you add these tight gaps off the tee, less than 100 feet down the fairway, just adds so much more difficulty.
Yeah, Eagle with an errant tee shot there. Curious to see how far he made it down the fairway.
That needs to check up. And it does.
Yeah, spotter was giving him a green flag quite early, I felt like.
Cole, pretty textbook there. Just a slight little turnover. So Alden at this point, Nicolas is at 6 under par, so he would need to birdie this hole to make it. And it's looking like those finals are falling out of his reach.
Eagle required to just to pitch one out there. With driver in hand, maybe just trying to get across the OB so he's up there.
Unsuccessful, but at this point, a lot of strokes to play with.
Oh, and Barela's going to miss the Mando.
Parks it, though. People on our card, like our Gatekeeper team members, were saying the spectators were a little confused because they didn't know he missed the Mando, and then he went and throws again because he was out of bounds from back there. As Cole stays in. So the spectators at the green were a little confused. They were like, why is he throwing again?
Yeah, I could see that. Tough to tell sometimes.
Great shot from Alden.
Yeah, talk about scrambled master today.
Yeah, tough pill to swallow, knowing that if you were clean off the tee, you could have seen a much different round. I think, again, he should be really proud for how he scrambled here today after being so tough off the tee.
Cole with a good upshot there, getting him to just outside the bullseye. Got Eagle throwing from his lie there. He'll be able to tap that one in and should have no problem making it to the finals.
Great round from Cole with the 5 under. Tied for third after everything being said. Fortunate enough to see Eagle for both of these rounds. Competing very solid as he makes his way to the finals as well with Anthony Barela. So we take a look at our card there. Cole Redalen, Eagle, Anthony Barela, all getting above that 12th place position. Alden missing the cut by 1 stroke. As we're going to take a look at these final leaderboard scores.
We've got quite a tie there for 7th place. It's going to be an exciting day.
Yeah, I want to give a big shout out to Nicolas Antilla. He was the only European to make the finals, as well as the only member who started without a handicap. So he started this event at even par and was able to successfully make it, shooting 6 under total. So that's going to be it for us, everyone. Make sure you come back for these final 2 rounds. We are going to be setting up for the finals of the 2023 Disc Golf Pro Tour Championships presented by Barbasol. Everything we've worked for all year for this final 2 rounds. We'll see you there.